Welcome to another 5-foot video. Today what we have here is a 2014 Kia Forte. It's not a coupe, it's just a Forte EX model. So the problem today is, can you tell me before I point it out? So the problem is the serpentine belt, it has actually broke. See how there's one rib that's already missing right here? So this belt is damaged already, and actually did find pieces of the belt somewhere back here in this motor mount. The engine has, or I guess the belt, it is the original belt. Engine right now has 66,000 miles. This is a daily driven car around town. I went to AutoZone, picked me up a Dayco serpentine belt, and I'm gonna be replacing myself, and the belt cost me right under $30, so it's gonna be an easy fix. And all we have to do, there's a bolt here that holds the whole alternator. We gotta loosen up. There's another bolt way down here. I don't know if you can see it. This guy right here. So we gotta loosen up this a little bit. And I don't know if there's another bolt that holds this whole bracket. There's one all the way hidden back there. You cannot see it. I can barely see it from here. And then we gotta turn this bolt. So what this will do, it'll allow this whole unit to move up and down. And when it does that, it'll give us slack to remove this serpentine belt. Okay, so I have loosened up this bolt. And you don't need to take this out completely, you just need to loosen it up. See that bolt that we only see there? You gotta not remove it, but you gotta loosen up just a little bit, so that way it is separated from this bracket, because that bolt right there is bolted to the opposite side of the alternator. Once those are loose, you can turn this. I'll mention this is a 14 millimeter nut. That's a 12 millimeter, and the other one is also 12 millimeters. So now that it's moving, see how the belt, now it's free. Let me push this. Yep. So now the alternator belt, as some people may call it, it can be removed easily. And I think the easiest part to do would be to slide it off from the water pump. Then once you have it off the water pump, you kind of just have to work it around to get it off of the and I'm doing this one hand, guys. So here is the bad serpentine belt, and as you can see, the right side is smooth, the left side is chopped up. You can see this is chopped up, this is smooth. So we're gonna be replacing this with a brand new, a spanking new serpentine belt. And before we replace anything, so we could just gonna give it a little wiggle, and this feels normal, doesn't feel loose. The reason I do that is to see if anything is loose. The water pump, it's kind of hard to see, but let me see here. There you go. Here's your water pump. The water pump. So what I'm doing is, here's your pulley. So what I'm doing is moving them side to side to see if, just grab it and do this. And the reason I do that is so I can check the condition of the bearings, and especially the water pump. Here is the brand new serpentine belt. This is from Dayco. I got this at the AutoZone store, part number 5060505, 6PK 1285. This thing cost me right under $30. This is Dayco's W Quiet design, US made. It's good. The new serpentine belt is installed. The hardest part was wrapping this new serpentine belt around the crankshaft and your AC compressor down there, because they just like to wiggle everywhere. So I was able to put my hand through here and through there to push the serpentine belt that direction, to slide it and make sure that it's in every rib of the pulley. You start off with the crankshaft, wrap it around the crankshaft, make sure you go under the timing mark, not over it, because if you go over it, you will destroy your serpentine belt. So go under the timing mark that I'm pointing. It's got 2 zeros, one on that side, one on this side. Go under it. You will then wrap around the AC compressor. Once you have that in there, then you can wrap it around your, just push it under the water pump. Then once you know, just slide the serpentine belt that way a little bit. Once you have that, then you can just pull the whatever slack you have left, pull the serpentine belt over the top pulley of the alternator, and then just keep pushing it. But when you put that back, there's really no way of telling how much tension the belt is without using a special tool on the belt. So what I did is I tightened them to where the top of the shiny part on that long bolt ends. So that tells me that the belt should be where the previous belt was. If it feels too squishy or too loose like it is right now because it's not tight, but if it feels too loose like that, then you can loosen up the bolt that hold that, not this bolt, well yeah, you gotta loosen up this, there's a bolt down there, and then this bolt, and then tighten this clockwise some more. So basically this is what I'm doing, is just tightening this. Okay, so now that I tightened it up, I stopped where the shiny part is that I mentioned earlier. Come on, flashlight, is this thing working? So see, now there's no shiny part on this long bolt. Now that the belt is installed, there's the old belt. Here's the new belt. Now we're gonna crank the engine up and let it idle for a few minutes, maybe go test drive it and make sure that there are no squeakiness coming out, and let us admire this beautiful brand new serpentine belt. Okay, so engine's running good, there are no squeaks. I'm gonna go for a test drive. But anyways, thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. As always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down here. Subscribe for more cool videos. And that's all.